Okay, so I think I put enough time into Deadlock to where I can make a tier list based off of people's vibes they give me when you play these certain characters. And I'm mostly talking about like the one-trick ponies type people, not the people who just have them in a roster. Like, this is your main. So let's start off with Abrams. This might be controversial already, but I think he's actually harmless. I think he's just kind of like the Oonga Boonga character that a lot of people want to play when they want to play tank. And I feel like that's just like their first pick. They're usually pretty chill. Also, all the new characters I'm not doing yet. I might do them afterwards, but for now, I feel like we don't have enough data yet. Bebop, I also don't think they're that bad. I know that's like weird because I think when the game first came out, a lot of like the talking people just like rushed to Bebop. But I think by now, all of them left. They found more annoying, weirder characters to go to. And the only people who are on Bebop are like only playing their mini game of just trying to get bomb stacks. They really don't care what you're up to. They just want to see the big number go up. Like, I'm honestly gonna say I'm gonna invite them to my dog's quinceañera. People who main Bebop nowadays, they're chill. Now, Billy is like kind of very similar to Abrams, but like the worser cousin of him, where he's still the Oonga Boonga character that they just want to play a tank character and rush at them W key, but he's kind of like the guy who gets a little too physical to the people he just met. Like, he's the guy who's still play fighting in his like 20s, 30s. Like, almost the definition of I wouldn't trust in your kids. Not an awful person, but like back up, you know what I mean? Calico, I really don't see them that often in my rank. I'm like more of the middle of the pack in ranks, and they seem harmless NPC characters that just found they probably like cats. Doorman, now as a person who has Doorman in his roster, I can tell you there's something a little twisted about people who play Doorman. There's something that's just a little off about you that you really like to just go in, throw your ult on somebody and just ruin their day. You're a little bit of a manipulator. You like to put the doors behind them and catch them when they're least expected, and you get a little too much joy out of it. I'm gonna put you in wouldn't trust in your kids. Drifter, I think, is the definition of whack playlist. People who play him aren't like evil, but they're also just kind of lame. Like, you're just kind of the edgelord people that thrive on a person being alone. Like, you want to catch people at their most vulnerable. You give me weird vibes, and like, you're not, like I said, not evil, not jail, but I also wouldn't probably want you around me. Now, Dynamos, I think he's actually pretty awesome as well. The only reason I wouldn't put him in my hero, because I usually think that they're a hoot, they're a vibe. I think they just get a little bit too much joy out of CC chaining people sometimes, you know? Like, they get a little too much. Like, I feel like almost every time I get caught in a Dynamo ult, I can hear a person like evil laughing through the comms of the other team. But I overall think that they're pretty fun. Like, if you're still playing this guy after all these new characters are out, I think I'll invite you to my dog's quinceañera. Graves, not yet. Literally, who plays GT? I'm gonna put you in harmless because I think you're like the most NPC person. Hayes? I might put you in jail, honestly. Because like, you're just the person who wants to be the AD. You want Hayes to be an ADC so bad. Like, the people that I'm around who main Hayes, all they want is the big thing that says Penta, even though there's 6 people in each team. They just want to go for the big buttons to be like, yes, I did it. I ulted and killed 5-6 people. Yay. But most of the time you just go in there and feed. Everybody's learning how to play against Hayes. You're just bad, but you want to be the playmaker so bad. I don't really like these people. Okay, Holiday, it might just be of how cool the character looks. But like, it takes a lot of skill to beat Holiday, and I feel like the people who put the effort to be good at Holiday are usually the chill person that just found their character that they really like, and it just happens to be the most broken character in the game. But like, they're not even usually showboaty about it. I would invite a Holiday to my quinceañera, honestly. My dog's quinceañera, not mine. In fairness, whack playlist. I don't know how to explain this. I just feel like all you want to do is be a little bit annoying to everybody around you. That's the kind of person you are. You just want the damage number to go up by like poking a person for 2 seconds. Now, Ivy, I feel like some of you guys might think not that poorly about him. I think this person is an immediate jail time person. You want it all. You want a button that stuns everybody. You want your own getaway. You want a gun that can take down turrets in 2 seconds. Like, you thrive on having full control in every situation that you have. In like the most weird person kind of vibe. There's just something about Ivy's, man, that I just can't get. I can't like. Kelvin is one of the fastest death penalties I think I'll put in here. He's like the definition of I'm not touching you, but like personified in a MOBA character. He doesn't even do that much, honestly. His ult is great, but like, other than that, he's kind of useless, but he just rides around in his little slide, poking you out, doing minuscule damage, and just ruining your time. Death penalty. Yes. Lady Geist? Actually, no, I'm gonna put wouldn't trust in your kids. I just don't like people who thrive on the idea of getting you really low and then switching places with you. That's manipulative type shit. Lash, now he's another person that's in my roster quite often. He's probably one of the people I'm most comfortable with. Dare I say, He's just whack playlist. And honestly, I might even put him harmless, but I think that's letting my biases get too far ahead of me. But I'll say whack playlist because most of the time he kind of just goes in, tries to do like press all of his buttons at once. If it doesn't work out, he's the first one out. And sometimes he just baits his team to go in. And then he's like, oh, it didn't work. I did my part and that didn't work, so I'm out. And he's just gone and he just like sacrifices everybody else. He's not like the most evil person, but he's also like kind of lame in that way. You know what I mean? So I'll give whack plays, but in my opinion, but I'll put him harmless. McGinnis, death penalty. Literally, like, go play Farmville, bro. All you want to do is split push and have your annoying ass gun. Literally just the most annoying characters that I wish would just die. I don't want you in my games. And honestly, any character with turrets in a game like this, in a competitive game like this, I hate. I think they're just so annoying. The most forgivable, in my opinion, is Torbjorn. Torbjorn's a hoot. McGinnis, death penalty. Mina, you know what? I'm gonna say, now I know the community has a bad image on Mina. I feel like I missed the time when she was really bad because apparently she was like broken at one point. I wasn't here for that. I'm gonna say harmless. I feel like they're usually just doing their own thing. When they get insanely fed, I'm like, yeah, you're annoying. But I feel like they're never showboaty about it. And that's kind of what I mean by vibes. It's harmless, you know? What even is your name again? Got to get the name.
Deadlock, tornado guy.
Mirage. Honestly, I heard that he's actually really strong in the game. Like, he's actually kind of meta. But, like, who's picking Mirage, man? He's so boring. And if the only reason you're picking him to be a meta slave, you're just a whack playlist, in my opinion. You're just doing it because he's actually useful in the game. His ult is nice to have in a team. But, like, you're just kind of lame for doing it. You're just doing it for the LP in a game that's not even out yet. Mo and Krill, death penalty. Do I have to even explain? His whole kit is just to ruin the other person's day. If you pick that kind of character, I don't want you around ever. Paige might be the first instance in My Hero. She's just a hoot. All the people that I see that main Paige are just like the nicest people. They're literally there just for you. And they picked this character because it's a great support and it just is like the cutest, coolest design. She's literally throwing dragons out of a fantasy book. Of course they're vibing. They're having a hoot and we should follow their lead. I love having pages on my team. Every time. Paradox, harmless. It's just like a character with a cool design. Probably one of the OG people who play this game, but they're always just kind of there. Like, they make good plays. I'm not saying that it's a bad character, but like the people who play them are usually like, I feel like mute. Like, they're not really communicating anything. Okay, Pocket, maybe it's just because the character design is so cool. And like the people who play him aren't really that vocal most of the time. Not anymore, not in recent days. I kind of want to say invited to my Dusk Quinceañera. Like, maybe it's just because like the character literally is aura forming at all times. But like, he's kind of the cool person that you would tell your friends, be like, oh, hold on, Pocket's pulling up. You gonna go now? And they're like, oh, Pocket never goes out. And it's like, I know, but he's coming to my Dog's Quinceañera. You got it. I just think I would invite him. He's cool. He's dope. And people that stick with him, they're probably cool too. Rem, not yet. By the way, if I was gonna rank the new people, Apollo probably be pretty low. 7, whack playlist. It's kind of like a lesser version of Beginners where it's just like, go play Farmville. All you want to do is farm creeps in the jungle, and then you're gonna like ult and ruin everybody's time for like that little section, but you're really not doing much. Like, I don't know why you're even playing him. Shiv, now I know that he is kind of like the raid boss of the high elo. People always put him in the OP section of the tier list, but I think he's just kind of a cool guy, and if you put the time to master him, I like you, honestly. Like, the people that I see that are good at him, like, even when he beats me, they're not typing anything. They're not like doing anything annoying. But when I see them do that, I'm like, bravo. Honestly, like, game is game. I respect it. I think I would invite them to my Dog's Quinceañera. So for not yet, this guy, Sinclair, is his name Sinclair? I just call him Magician, but we're way past the M's. I think it's Sinclair. I wouldn't trust you near kids. All you really are doing is picking a character because he's kind of like a little bit of a menace, and you're just hoping that the other team has good enough also you can copy. If you're like maining this guy, you're maining Sinclair, there's something off about you. No, not him yet. Victor, oh man, jail. You're playing a character that's just a W key maniac, and you're just hoping that you scale to infinity and then you could die and come back. Like, the people who play like Victor, I think is one of those people that just thrive on you like being terrified of them, and they're like literally laughing maniacally as they're running at you, going, no. Vindicta, this might be a crazy thing to say. I'm gonna put jail. Kind of similar to Kelvin. You're just a person who is playing a character that's not even that useful, but you just want to build stacks from a mile away. away. Why are you playing Deadlock? Play Warzone or something. Snipe people from across the map. You're only playing this game to hopefully stack and not even be in the fight. Like, there's something off about you, and I don't like it. You should go to jail for playing Vindicta. Your character's not even good. You're not even like useful to your team. Just like seeing the pretty number go up. Okay, now Viscus is actually like one of my mains. Like the top 3, I feel like recently has been like Lash Doorman. Except for the new characters, it's been Lash Doorman and Viscus. I simply don't care. I'm putting him in my hero. Viscus are just fun. There's something a little off because they really like messing with you from a mile away. He's not in a good spot right now. He is always typically in like the middle to low ends of people's tier list. He's not good, but the people who play them just like the little goop guy. And that's me. I like him for the vibes. Am I gonna win a crazy amount of games playing him? No. Do you think I care? No. He literally says, wee, in the middle of doing his ult. I like him being on my team. I like Viscus. Sue me. Viper, jail. It's just like a snake character. It's just like a slimy little snake character that like does a lot of damage sometimes and then just slithers away. Like, I don't trust you if you play him. I just don't. I said him. I'd place it. I think it's a girl, but like I'm gonna say it because it's Viper. Like, yuck, yuck. Dude, Warden, whack playlist because you're playing a cop. That's it. and your ult is just a W key cop. Like, you're just lame, you know? He's not even that like awful. I don't think you're evil for playing him, but like you're just bleh. Wraith, I think you're harmless. You're really, most of the time, you're not doing much in the team, but you're also not doing a lot to harm the team. Sometimes they can pop off really, but like you're just playing a character that you think is dope from like day one. And I respect that. And Yamato's like the definition of the meme of like the kid who's like typing really hard and sweating while he's gaming, like literally like, just trying to do too much. And you're almost never doing as much as you think you are. Very, very rarely scared of Yamatos, honestly. Honestly, to make it even, actually no, I'm gonna put you in jail and I'm gonna move Victor up to Wouldn't Trust Near Kids because I wouldn't put Victors in jail. They're just a little off and creepy. And once again, I would not trust them near kids. But Yamato, yeah, I think Yamato deserve jail time. I think you're just the Genji mains who really want something like that in this game and you're not getting it. You would have more of a Genji time if you played like Shiv, honestly. You're ruining my time if you're on my team. But anyway, I think that's not bad. I think it's pretty even, honestly. I think if you play any of these 3 characters, I don't like you. I don't want you anywhere near me. And if you're a Paige or Viscus, hit me up. We'll game sometime together. And honestly, any of these top 6, if you main them, or 7, if you main any of them, I would love to have you in my games and you'll probably be awesome. Okay, so I think it's been about a month since the last of the new characters have dropped from Deadlock, and I feel like I finally have a better understanding of the vibes you give me if you main these characters. So today we're gonna add these to the list that we've already made here. But first, we have some updates from the previous list. I've played this game a lot more since I made this, and I have some changes to do. Calico. Jail. God, I hate the people that play Calico. You're annoying me so much more, and the fact that you've been busted for a little bit since the patch like last week or something. Every maniacal, evil, annoying little twerp has found their way to Calico. There's something about you wanting to play a character that can just go in, do some of the most burst damage in the entire game, and then just go invulnerable. Ooh, you need jail time. I don't like you. Not death penalty, but jail time. That's it. And maybe GT whack playlist. I don't know why I put him in harmless. I'm learning more that like the type of people that play him is just kind of like a less lame Vindicta. Just try to stay away from the fight, but also scale. And like your whole kind of vibe is just to KS so you can steal and stack up on your ult. You're just lame. Not awful, but lame. And that's it. But let's move on to the new characters. Oh, Apollo. I don't know how much of it is the mains of the character or just how pompous the character itself in the lore is. Because, you know, he's there to be like a preppy, annoying, rich Nepo baby. But also, like, I kind of think that you're the worst if you play him because he doesn't even scale that much into the late game. But you're just a nuisance who's like the equivalent of kind of Yamato where you're doing like the intense gaming, like trying to do as much as you can, but you're not doing that much. You're just annoying. And for that, I think I just wouldn't trust you near kids. So for Celeste, I feel like a lot of people don't like her right now because she seems busted and she's very easy to play, but also has a high skill ceiling due to her movement capabilities. So like, I get that like you might not like seeing Celeste because you're like, oh my God, gotta deal with it. But I don't think the people that main Celeste have that bad of a vibe to them. Honestly, I think that they just like playing a unicorn girl, and especially the more and more nerfs that Celeste receives that makes her not like a pub stomper. Like now, like she's still very strong, but that's only if you're like really good at the movement. it's not like you can just press your abilities and just auto win the game anymore. So the people who really stick with her just like her vibe, and I can respect that. I'm gonna put you in harmless. Now, Graves, I'm gonna be honest, I think you're just jail time. The character's not good, and the whole base of Graves' kit is just to stop other people from having fun. It's all, you can also look at it from like stopping people from split pushing, but sometimes you kind of have to rely on that to like get your solo farm. But she's like, oh, just kidding. Here's a grave. Here's a freaking skeleton army that you can't stop. No turd for you. No walker for you. Like it's you're just like the no fun police in the game. And the fact that they've nerfed her to the ground where she's at the bottom of most people's tier list, and you still want to play a character like that auto aims for you and just puts up walls going like, no further. Death penalty. You honestly get away from me. Okay, Rem, I think like the character model itself is one of the cutest characters ever to exist, but don't let it fool you. These are just the Teemo players of Deadlock. I promise you. They're little rats. They just love stealing farm. They love throwing pillows with bricks in them. And then they make that minions like a little mini boss every time. Something about the way that they move is like to piss you off. You ever get that? I wouldn't trust them near kids. Are they jail time? No. Are they like evil and death penalty? They need to go away forever and see the void? No, but there's just something off about them, you know? Silver. Okay, I think she is like, remember, this tier list is for the people who main these characters. And now that they're nerfing Silver to be a little bit less of a raid boss than she was when she first came out, and it actually takes a lot of skill to play her, it sounds like it's biased because I'm like, oh, if you main her, you're sick as hell. Like, no. I don't play this character, trust me. But I do feel like the people who are sticking to it, who are getting used to her kit, are not the worst people in the world. But the reason I put her in whack playlist is because I do still feel like her kit kind of just feels like the meme of like, what is it, like the Patrick laugh, where it's just like and it just gets louder and louder the closer he gets to ult, and then she just starts laughing like a evil fiend when she goes in her wolf form, and will chase you under turrets relentlessly. So you're kind of just lame, not evil. I don't think there's something awful about you where I wouldn't trust you around kids, but I also don't think you're harmless, and I definitely would not invite you anywhere near to my dog's Concealed. Now, Venator, if you main this character, I want you to do some self-reflection on your life, not just in Deadlock, but like you as a person. Because like I want you to see who you're playing as on the daily. A priest whose whole vibe is to execute everybody else in the game. He just wants to get rid of all the cool, unique characters. He's kind of racist, honestly. And I know maybe your first jump is to be like, dang, you can't blame the people who play them based on like the lore of the character that they're playing. You play Lash and his lore is just that he's an asshole. I get that. But like tie that in with the fact that Venator's like one of the most broken characters in the game. And like his abilities are just to stop you, put you in a place, and then execute you. That's not just his lore. He wants to shove you into a wall and then stab you with a crucifix. Like, he's evil, man. Jail time. Definition of jail time. Get him out of here. Put him behind bars. Okay, I'm gonna do some adjustments. I'm gonna see if we can finalize this like fully. Drifter, I think I would move to wouldn't trust near kids, especially after his buffs where it makes everybody go dark and he moves at like the speed of fast track from Ben 10. Drifter, you're literally just playing a game of Predator in the dark, and like even look at the face of this icon. I know that some of these characters are meant to be like evil, a little bit more maniacal, but like look at that. Like, I probably want you behind bars, but it's not because like you're evil and you deserve jail time. It's just like I want you away from me. Actually, yeah, maybe jail time. Yeah, I convinced myself. Wraith, I already said we can't judge yet because right now everybody's flocking to her because they're meta slaves and she's broken right now. I don't think that we can say anything about her just yet. Okay, I think that's it. That's the final vibes list. Some changes will happen down the line, I'm sure, but for now, I think this is good. If you're up here towards the top, hit me up. You playing those characters? I want to deal with you. If you're down here, go offline. Like, I was gonna say like quit Deadlock, but like I think you should get off the internet and probably go to therapy.